When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in, it's Moore. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Snap from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Need to loosen up that arm. It's on target and complete. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Going to the running game. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to pass. It's McDaniel. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Kick is in the air. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the quick shuffle pass. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Gilbert. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think.
Tight end trying to get in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's McDaniel. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And he's wrestled to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Riley. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're facing a third down. Trying to beat him to the left. Across the 25. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Takes it on the return, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying play action. That one comes out hot down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass. It's McDaniel. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carr. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cal! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43. From the gun, running back on the move.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.